it is cold out here today. It is cold. We've been going through a little snowstorm the last few days here in Kentucky. So, man, I think it's been like a high of like 19 the last couple days. And, yeah, anyways, it is cold out here, but I'm excited to be back out here. It's been a while since I've been out here to make a video or to work on anything. You know, sometimes life just kind of happens and we have to take a break from things. And unfortunately, you know, that's kind of what happened. So I haven't been out here in a few months to work on anything. Just other priorities kind of took over. But things are better, and I'm ready to get back into making videos and repairing stuff for you guys, for me, and for my collection, because my collection has just kind of sat there for a little bit. So, in order to jump back into what I kind of was working on in some of the previous videos, we're going to get back into a little repair. And that repair is going to be another Game Boy Color. So, a few videos back, I started working on some Game Boy Colors for my collection. And I picked this up right after I made one of those videos. And it's sat here for a couple months. So, I wanted to get back on this. So we got the Game Boy Color, the I think it's just the Berry edition. I don't really remember, but correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I believe this is the Berry edition. It came in and I think it just didn't have any power, so we will throw some batteries in this and kind of get started from there. Oh, by the way, I have been 3D printing and selling some of these little stands to display these things up on my shelf. I like things to just be simple. I don't want a stand that is going to draw the attention when I'm showing a Game Boy or something. So, if you're interested, a little shameless plug, go check out my Etsy. It'll be down in the description. I just started it. So, you know, kind of limited qualities on these. And a couple other models that I have for the 3DS and the Game Boy Advance, and hopefully the PSP and another special one will be coming out here pretty soon. But yeah, let's get into it and get to testing it. So, super simple. All right, I need to go grab some batteries, so I'll be right back. Oh, all right. Told you it had been a while since I had made any videos. Oh yeah, we got some good corrosion down in there. Say good, ironically, obviously, because corrosion's never good. So will this thing power on? I don't know. Kind of hope not. If it does, there goes the video. Alright, game in. Batteries in. Do we have anything? Nothing. Nothing at all. No flicker of the light. Alright. Off to a good start. Alright, first look. I'll show it better under the microscope here in a minute, but we got a little corrosion up here in this corner. I don't know if this is something factory over here, right around the little port, but it kind of looks like either there's some corrosion here, or maybe they soldered something, tried to solder something. It may just be some gunk, but I see some corrosion up here on this ground pad too. We also have it all around the battery terminals to the board, which if you saw my last video, that was one of those issues. Guarantee that this thing does not have any sound. Look at the corrosion buildup in that. My God. Man, I hope this isn't too far gone. Oh, and it might be. It very well might be. I have a bunch of corrosion down in the pin connectors too. I don't know if you can see it right up there at the very top, but alright. Well, let's go ahead and get this board out of this shell and see what lies underneath. Alright, well, we don't have any corrosion on the screen ribbon, which is fantastic. Oh, this thing... I believe this thing is fried. I don't know if you can tell or not, but all throughout here, this is all flaking off. Now, I don't know what this is, but you can see around the buttons, they are all absolutely toast. The speaker, all of these traces, well, don't know about the traces. We haven't obviously tested any of the traces or not, but all of these little points up here, it's all just absolutely covered. Yeah, underneath here, covered. We have corrosion all up in here. Wow, this is very, very unfortunate. I was looking to get back in to a good video. This was the only project that I actually have that is broken or currently not working. So I was excited to get out here and make a video. But I don't think this is worth my time. And now that I'm looking at it from the back side, I was talking about the white part on the front. Maybe that is supposed to be there. It's on the back. The more I kind of look at it, the more I do believe. I remember saying it. It's just been a while. So yeah, I mean, that was just flaking off, and as much other corrosion. I have no ultrasonic cleaner to be able to maybe resurrect this thing from the dead. Very unfortunate, but we do have a good screen. We have, well, what I can assume is a good screen. It may not be, because this thing obviously had been setting in water, which is weird because the inside of the case doesn't really show water damage. I mean, I know it's just plastic, but that's weird. It doesn't look like it has just been setting underwater, you know, with the screws and this back metal plate. And there is some corrosion on some of this stuff, but on, you know, the battery terminals. But as far as the rest of the case, I can't speak. I mean, it all looks fine. So that's crazy that this thing is this corroded to where, like, I would be surprised if this thing wasn't literally setting in water, especially on the button pads. Like, the button pads is what is crazy, because, like, these look almost brand new right here. I don't know, maybe the board and the shell just don't match. It's kind of weird that somebody would put a shell or put a bad board in. I don't know if somebody Maybe bought a Game Boy and took this motherboard out of that shell and put this in this shell, and maybe kept another mother. I don't know. I mean, I could be totally wrong, and this whole thing could have been submerged, but the case, the screen, and the buttons just don't look like these buttons kind of do, but they just don't really look like they just don't match up. Yeah, I don't really know how else to explain it. Yeah, I'm afraid there's just no point in really doing anything. I mean, all I really have is some isopropyl alcohol. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but maybe I'll take the toothbrush, kind of run over some of these areas and just see what happens. We're already here. We got nothing else to lose. Yeah. Hopes for this one. Well, let's just say it's pretty low. Pretty low. Let's see. What did I do with my stuff? Put it up. Sit down. Okay, so the button pad's pretty much destroyed. Like the rest of this board, I really don't think there's much I can do. However, I cleaned it all up. I mean, most of it came off relatively easy from visual inspection. I haven't really tested anything because, like I said, I'm not going to waste a lot of time on here. But I cleaned it up. I think I'm going to throw it back in the case, throw some batteries in it, see if we get any form of life. If we get a form of life, that will still give me hope for maybe in the future. You know, this one, at this point, it is too far gone, even if it works. To be honest, just the bottom half of the board, it's just too gone. I mean, I keep saying that, but that's just what it is. But if we get another one, which I plan on buying more of because I'm doing a little collection of these things, does give me some parts, a shell, you know, that I can always use. So it is unfortunate with this particular unit, and you know, kind of wasting some money, sort of say, because I mean, it was a waste, but I don't know. We still gonna test it and find out. So, do we have any life? Nope. No life. Rolling the batteries around. Yeah, just absolutely nothing. Not surprised one bit. Like I said, we have some other parts. We have some chips, and you know, don't know what chips are good and which ones aren't. That is, I guess, something we will find out on another video, maybe. I am not sure, you know, what off the top of my head, without looking this stuff up, I'm not sure what any of these chips are. So I don't know if they are interchangeable with other systems, but if I remember correctly, I think this is, you know, an audio chip. Let's say this, the CPU, you know, that is labeled on there. But as far as these other couple chips go, I just don't know. Not off the top of my head. I'd have to look that up. But if we need them, we got them, because I believe this whole area up here was good. Well, guys, that is unfortunately it. We can't win them all. Sometimes we just simply swing and miss. So, and that's exactly what this is. But it's not gonna discourage me, because I've got another package coming that should be here sometime next week. So hopefully in the next week, maybe two, I'll have that one going, and that one's going to be brand new. I've never dove into what is coming up next, but hopefully we can get it and it won't be water damaged. So with that being said, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.